how much time and money are you truly losing in your business because it's simply slipping through the cracks. That's what I want to show you by running the time cost calculators, and also more importantly, just behind the scenes, how easy it is to keep track of your work while you go. And in my instance, saving 30 minutes a day, not looking for things that I could have kept track of in the first place, adds up to 7.5 days. That's an entire week's vacation spent looking for things that I could have organized in the first place. So let me show you exactly how I do it, and more importantly, how simple it is to do. I'm going to show you exactly how I keep track of my work as I'm going, and what I'm going to use as an example is processing the live calls that we just got off of. So in my digital infrastructure, which is a Notion database, it's a series of 9 databases that are all cross-linked and talking to each other. So very simple, very strong. And underneath lessons, because I'm about to process 2 different call replays, I will click new and I will label the call, which I do with the date and then what call it was. So PBK Gold is first. The status, I'm going to move this to live because I'm doing it right now. The product that it lives in is PBK. And we're going to open these up. The module or the category is Gold member calls. The submodule is Q4 2025. And now we're going to go grab the Fathom link. So I use Fathom to process my calls. I also record them to Zoom, but everyone prefers the Fathom replay because they can jump right to where it is, and it is much less work for me to process it. So I will come into Fathom and I'm simply going to rename with the same exact Gold, and then this one is the same date. There. So I'm going to open up the Gold call, and the first thing I'm going to do is grab the link right here so that I have it and add this into the database right there. Then I do an empty template, and I'm going to go grab Fathom again because this is what people prefer at the moment. I'm going to hit copy summary. So once that's copied, then I place it right here, click paste. That way I have everything in there. Then I am going to go into within my PBK product, I go into where the call replays are kept. That's the module. And then I will go down to the submodule and I will simply look for the date. I do pre-populate these, or my VA agency does, pre-populates them a quarter at a time. So I can now come in, click paste. All of this is Notion. It is now, or no, this is Fathom. Right here. Looks good. We're going to move it to published. We're going to click save. We're going to preview it here. Looks good. I'm going to copy this link, go into my digital infrastructure, put it in here where the URL is. That's the lesson URL. So now the lesson is done and it has a recording inside the database under lessons. So that is how I process one call. Now I'm going to show you what I do with the second call. So underneath the lesson for the gold call, it'll say related lessons. In this instance, we happened to talk about some things on the gold that are similar to the foundations call. So I want to cross-link them. So I'm going to come in here. I haven't made this page yet in Notion, so I can make it right now. I enter in what I want it to say, and then I just scroll down here where it says new PBK foundations in the lessons database. Yep, that's what I want. So now it is linked. All I need to do is open this. And again, I'm going to move this to live because I'm doing it right now. I'm going to put in the product. This one, the module is just member calls. And the submodule is Q4 2025. And now we're going to go grab the Fathom link for that call. So we come back into Fathom. And I can open up the call. And I'm going to grab the share link, copy that link, go to my digital infrastructure, add in my Fathom link, create an empty database, go back to Fathom, click on copy summary, back to my digital infrastructure, paste that in. Now this page is done and we need to put it into Kajabi. So we can come into Kajabi, click save. Now I need the call replays for PBK. Scroll down to Q4 of this year and look for today's date. There we go. And paste. Click published. Click save. Click preview. Looks good. Copy this URL. Go back into my digital infrastructure and paste that in there. And now the lessons are logged. Kajabi is updated. But now I need to send an email out letting people know the recap of the calls. And we're going to keep track of that on the communications database. And I will show you exactly how I do that. Wondering, why the heck do I keep track of every lesson and every communication, all of these URLs? Well, it's because when you're operating a business, you need those links. You need to know what is connected. And if you're starting at the very beginning, this is your opportunity to start out the way veterans like myself really wish we could have started out. And that is having a strong, simple digital infrastructure. But I don't want you to get drawn in by a sales page. I don't want you to get drawn in by FOMO. I want you to simply go to the link and use the time cost calculator. This is where you can answer for yourself whether stealing my infrastructure to strengthen yours is a good idea. So how many minutes do you think you might spend a day just looking for something you need? An image in Canva, a link to a sales page, copy that was really good that you used and now you want to pull it over somewhere else, the blog post that you want to cross-link to a YouTube video. Whatever the case may be, how much time? I'm in a ballpark, just to be on a very low end, I'm going to say 30 minutes per day is what I could find myself doing, looking for things. Then type in your hourly rate. So I'm not going to use my attorney hourly rate. I'm going to use the hourly rate of my VA agency, which is 20 USD. So when I click this button, it is going to tell me how much time and how much that is costing me simply looking for things that are not kept in a main database digital infrastructure for the business that I'm operating. Look at this. 182 hours. That is 7.5 days. I don't know about you, but I would much prefer to go on an extra week of vacation. And $3,650. I pay by the hour for my VA agency. If they spend time answering emails, trying to figure out information that I can easily communicate with them like this, I get more for my investment. So if you don't yet have a strong digital infrastructure, please, you may take mine. It is done for you. It is cross-linked. It is exactly all of the different pieces that we are already using running digital businesses. Creating the email that needs to go out. So like I said, everything is cross-referenced. I can come into communications and I'm going to send out this email this afternoon. It is 11:08. Our calls happened at 10:30, and this is how quickly I can do this. But I can send it out anytime. I am going to name according to my conventions. Here, it is going to be scheduled and sent. The send date is going to be today. And here we go, empty right here. So I'm not going to write this email. This is where I blend in ChatGPT to do what I would call is a low-level task. This is not a, fancy task at all. And this is, I want it to make a new canvas for this week's call. I want it to use the prompt that we've already come up with. And all I'm going to do is go into Notion right here. So I just need to come down to lessons because this email is going to cover the calls from today. So I will choose gold and I will choose the foundations call, just like so. There we go. So now I can just click on gold and highlight the content, which I just need that much of it. So copy this. Now I can go into GPT, paste that in. Now I come back over to Notion and I need to go to foundations. And again, I'm going to copy this one. Go into ChatGPT. Paste that one. Click. Let that do its thing. Go back into my digital infrastructure while that's generating. And then I'm going to click on this communications email. We're going to go with empty. It's probably enough time for this to copy. And you can see I do a new canvas so that all of my calls show up. If I click the canvas side piece, the calls show up there. So I am going to click copy. I'm going to go right into Notion, paste this in, and then I will give it a quick read through and do any editing that I need. So once I finished all of my editing pieces, which I do again in Notion, I keep track of it. Then I go in and I'm going to copy the links that I need. And sometimes Kajabi strips this out when I write the email, like when I put it into Kajabi. But I do go ahead and insert the links because I provide both the link to Fathom and the link to the Kajabi call. And for anyone wondering why I just don't use live video that is in a Kajabi product, because all your calls are in there when you use live video, I use Whiteboard still a ton, and I can't log in with my Whiteboard via Zoom the way that Kajabi has it set up in live calls. So that is piece number one. And the second is I can't get Fathom into the live calls either. And I like the timestamps. My members like being able to click and go where they want to. So that's why I personally am not using the live video feature. When I'm doing the email, I also use the classic editor. So I name it according to my convention, which is the date and then typically recap and then PBK calls. So I like the classic editor. It is easy to do and no one is following me due to my beautiful graphics on an email. So now I'm in the email. I do personalize it with first name, and then I will paste in directly from Notion. I also increase the font. This is just a nice tip for those of you whose eyes still work in 11 size font. Some of us do not. Our eyes do not work that way. So if you can bump up your font to 14 or higher, those of us aged 40 and older greatly appreciate it. It makes it so much easier to read your emails and especially your social media posts. That teeny tiny font, there's a huge amount of us that I just can't see it. So I purposely bump up the font to 14 and I go in, double check that each of the links is opening in a new window and that the link came over. Again, sometimes Kajabi strips it out. It's a fluky thing. I have just learned to be very careful when I am running it, that I do make sure, go in, click each link, make sure it's opening in a new window, click OK, and then keep moving through. So that when I send myself the preview email, I usually catch those anyhow. But every once in a while, I will miss one or one will have accidentally gotten stripped through. I'll pop back into Notion and I will grab the subject line for the email, copy that, and then paste this into Kajabi for the email broadcast that I'm sending out. Once I do this, I will click Save and Continue. I will send the preview email to myself and then I will schedule it to send out to my members. So as I am going through copying, making sure everything has moved over, the reason that this infrastructure is honestly so important is I can look at a calendar and see exactly when things are going through. I can also link this to my Google Calendar, so it shows up on the company calendar where everything is. And if I slide it over, it changes the date. Now I do have to adjust the send date in Kajabi, but when you're especially sending out launch sequences or sales emails, the ability to cross-reference and know at a glance, these are the offers we're promoting. This is the runway, AKA funnel, that this is a part of. When it's in a single spot, I don't have to send a single email, a text message, a Slack message, a WhatsApp message, nothing. We're all using the same document. So it's incredibly important keeping track of it. I will also put the link, you can just scan right here. This will take you to the calculator. Run your numbers. Put in whatever number you want, because that's how I think you should make the decision. When you're running a business, you make business decisions based on dollars and cents. What's the best employee we can hire? I hired Notion. My Notion interconnected databases is an entire team. And it saves me so much time, which means I make more money. It alleviates stress. It makes scaling, which is when you want your revenue or whatever next iteration you're trying to go to, we want that to go up while not having the time go up. Okay? So this this provides it. It gives you an infrastructure to hold on to. So if you would like to steal mine to strengthen yours, follow the QR code, check out the information. If you want to know more, ask me. But this is the best team tech hire that you need on your team. Thanks for watching. This is definitely a topic that I geek out about. If there's anything you would like me to make a video about, let me know in the comments. And otherwise, I will see you on the next video after you like and subscribe. Bye.